Philadelphia Flyers back on the road for a weekend trip. 3 games and 4 nights on this one, and they are in Minnesota tonight to take on the Minnesota Wild, up in Winnipeg on Saturday to take on the Winnipeg Jets. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Smith. Welcome into this Flyers Game Day preview, joined by Tim Saunders here in Minnesota, where we are in the cozy confines of Xcel Energy Center. Fortunately, because we got here just in time for winter. It's 5 degrees outside, which shouldn't probably surprise anybody, but it's a bit of a shock when you walk into it. Flyers are going to be in a pretty tough situation here this weekend with this back-to-back against this Minnesota team here tomorrow, and then tomorrow it's the hottest team in the NHL in Winnipeg, so this is a challenge for this team.
Smitty, I think the biggest challenge is to just stay focused on the task at hand. Tonight it's the Minnesota Wild. You can't look forward to tomorrow in Winnipeg. Yeah, you're going to be facing one of the best teams in the NHL, but you got to completely put that out of mind, because they've been really good on the road this year, have been able to keep it to a simple, structured game plan, and that's what it's going to require tonight against Minnesota.
Flyers, of course, coming off the win against Montreal and the debut of Jamie Drysdale with the Philadelphia Flyers, and how impressive did he look the other night? I mean, it's, again, John Tortorella talked about it after the game. Having a defenseman that can skate like that is pretty exciting.
Yeah, and the most exciting thing about him is the fact that he's 21. He fits the timetable perfectly, and he has got a skill set that the Flyers have been looking for a long time. Immediate impact on the power play. Flyers have struggled on the power play all year long, so I think it's going to be really interesting to see, too, the effect he has on Travis Sanheim's game. His numbers have dipped a little bit here of late, and I think that might infuse some more offense in Sanheim's game, so I think he's going to be a great fit.
We had a chance to catch up with John Tortorella, some of the players, to talk about the weekend ahead here for the Flyers.
Yeah, and it's not just defensemen, it's our defensive play. I kind of got caught off guard when I broke the tape down, and I watched the beginning of our third period. I didn't realize how bad we were. 2 odd-man rushes. Urs was, I don't know what the hell I was doing on the bench, because I don't remember during the game how bad it was, but we certainly covered it this morning, and there's such a fine line of winning and losing. We had a lot of good minutes against Montreal, but we still have a lot of work to do as far as away from the puck.
Tell us about absorbing Jamie into the group here. I saw you working with him that first practice, just kind of getting him acclimated. What's that process been like, and you're bringing him in?
Yeah, obviously super skilled player, really nice guy, nice kid, and he's fit in really good. He's known a few guys, I guess, already, and I think that makes it a lot easier coming into a locker room where you already know some guys, and he's done a great job. I mean, he's only played 1 game, but he's fit right in, and we're happy to have him.
So again, the first matter of hand is here in Minnesota tonight, and this is a Wild club, Timmy, that is probably a little bit better than their standings would indicate.
Yeah, they've struggled here of late. They've lost 6 of the last 7. Before that, they won 7 of the previous 8. Kirill Kaprizov is out of the lineup, so they're missing their best offensive guy. A couple of other key defensemen are also out of the lineup, but you don't take Minnesota for granted. Flyers have been able to stay focused down the road, and it's going to be required against this team tonight.
And then in Winnipeg tomorrow, a Jets team that has really just taken off and had a bit of a come-from-behind win against Chicago yesterday.
Connor Hellebuyck is probably who they'll face in goal. He might be the Vezina Trophy winner. The goaltending matchup tonight's interesting, too, because Marc-Andre Fleury is kind of an old nemesis of the Flyers, and tonight he will pass Patrick Roy for 2nd all-time on the NHL's wins list among goaltenders. So kind of a historical night here, too.
Well, a big weekend ahead here for the Flyers, and we'll have it all for you here on the Flyers Broadcast Network tonight. The puck drop is going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and tomorrow in Winnipeg it is a 7 o'clock puck drop. Tonight's game's on 93.3 WMMR, tomorrow night on 97.5 The Fanatic. You can find both of these contests on TV at NBC Sports Philadelphia. So we hope to have you along with us this weekend as the Flyers take on Minnesota and Winnipeg.